Hey everyone, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to Relevant Jukebox, and today we're going to talk about the latest EP from Yves Tumor, The Asymptotical World. So this is the latest EP from the experimental singer-songwriter Yves Tumor, who has been building a lot of momentum in the past couple years thanks to the release of his last two full-length albums, both of which I highly recommend. And his sound has been evolving quite a bit, moving out of those art pop and electronic influences of his early days and into experimental rock. And this new EP over here continues to explore those genres of rock, this time in the worlds of shoegaze, noise pop, and glam rock again. The lead single, Jackie, is kind of like a summation of all of this in a blender and is a pretty standout track. I really love the hazy wall of sound that he creates with those guitars, and they're paired with these pretty cold and metallic sounding drums, but it's actually Yves' vocals that stand out on this cut for me, as there's an extremely viral hook on the chorus that's burned into my brain. The track Secrecy is incredibly important to both of them, does have one of my favorite instrumentals on the project. It kind of sounds like a mixture between early drums and Dean Blunt. The vocals are pretty scant on this track, but I don't really mind it as the instrumental is just so fun and groovy. That guitar line that plays on the verses could just loop forever. I mean, it never gets stale, and there's a pretty cool switch up that happens a couple times where what can be only described as a really zany, kooky passage comes through, and it's just super awesome. However, the next track, Tuck, is easily the most freakish sounding on the project. There's a pretty ethereal, shoegazy instrumental on this track that has a ton of noise slathered all over it, but it's the guest vocals of Naked that really stick out on this one. I mean, she kind of sounds like one of those mermaids that emerge out of the Black Lake in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
But she's my friend Timmy.
Only one.
And towards the end of this track, the intensity starts to build and her vocals get more tortured, but around 2 minutes and 10 seconds into this cut, there's a really awesome release of tension where these alien sounding guitars just kind of creep up and oh, it makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. It's amazing. I also really enjoyed the closing track, Katrina, even though the track that precedes it, Loyalty is a Nuisance Child, just is kind of smothered by the track list for some reason. I mean, it's just a little more forgettable. The only track on here that I had an issue with was Crushed Velvet, actually. It has another shimmering instrumental that I enjoy quite a bit, but it's the hook on the melody that just kind of gets to me. It's a little too samey to Jackie, which precedes it, and it's just repeated way too many times to the point of it not being enjoyable anymore. But overall, I thought this EP was really great, and I'm just really loving Yves' gothic view on noise pop and dream pop on here, and I'm just hoping that continues to be explored on his next full length. And with that being said, I'm feeling an 8 over here on The Asymptotical World. So for all you collectors out there, this did get the vinyl treatment. I have links down below to Yves' web store where it's released on a standard 12-inch and also a triple 7-inch box set if you're interested in picking it up. And if you have listened to this new Yves EP already, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and share, and if you want more content from me, hit that subscribe button. Peace.